Nigeria's independence is what we are pursuing. The one they are celebrating is the one of the colonial masters. Our own independence has not arrived yet.
The corruption is alarming.
Too much.
And we want it to be brought to an abrupt end. It's reinforcing the corruption by prosecuting somebody who said you have lied when you actually lied.
Yes.
Did he not lie?
He lied.
He lied.
We also had sued Facebook and Twitter not to remove my comment on Tinubu. Interestingly, Facebook was in court, so we have served Facebook. Twitter was not represented in court, but Twitter had already contacted me. Any country where people speak and they get clamped down into prison or detention is not independent. That is what the colonial masters used to do to us. Our greatest Nigerian people. 3 different suits came out today in one court. The first one, of course, was their fake trial. This time, the DSS didn't even have the courage to come to court. They went and kidnapped the DPP to come and represent them, who lied in court that had been served, only for the judge to point to him that there is no service. But when they served me, they realized that the law says that I must be given enough time to prepare for my trial, even though there's no trial here. So we also had sued Facebook and Twitter not to remove my comment on Tinubu, so my post and comment, whatever it is called. So we heard those 2 other cases and they have been adjourned. So the court granted us order to serve Twitter and Facebook. Interestingly, Facebook was in court, so we have served Facebook. And they understand the sentiment of the court that they should not do anything to my post. Because that post is sacrosanct. It's very important, even though it has already gone viral. So the second one, of course, is against Twitter. Twitter was not represented in court, but Twitter had already contacted me that they are looking at the post, and that has been about a month ago. By the way, the post is doing very well on Twitter. Yes. The interesting thing about these people is that sometimes you put something out there and many people will not see it, but they themselves will now use, as they say in Nigeria, they will now carry their hand to go and bring the thing out. Now the whole world has seen that post. And like I said, we are happy to announce that the post is doing very well. Amen. And it basically says Tinubu is a criminal. Yes. Because he went to Brazil to go and lie that there is no longer corruption in Nigeria. But you know what has followed that? There's been a lot of controversy. The DSS got itself involved. The police also wanted to get involved. Everybody is trying to get involved. When the DSS and police could not satisfy Tinubu, they now push Wike to go and get involved. The land grabber got himself involved. As you know, the story is for another day. But if he were to be advised, I think he wouldn't have gotten involved in this particular one. That's why people should be careful with alcohol. It's not good for your health. But there's no crime in calling a thief a thief. We also have a struggle that we'll be following up with, which is with our retired policemen, who deserve a better life. They've given their entire life to this country, 35 years. But what the country gave them in return is poverty, misery, and diseases. So we have been fighting with them, and we'll join them at in front of the National Assembly briefly in solidarity with their struggle. All these struggles you are seeing is because we want to liberate this country. That's why we are involved in this struggle. And this is their own pushback, because they know this country must be liberated. Amen. And there's nothing they can do about it. The liberation we are asking for Nigeria also includes people in the DSS, in the police force. We have been saying it forever, that we are fighting for, when police come and shoot us, the first thing we tell us is that we are fighting for you. Have we not done it now? We fought a battle in front of the police headquarters the other day. 29,000 policemen were promoted in one day. Some of them had never been promoted for 8 years. Then another 4,000 senior officers from ASP to whatever were promoted. But our position is that that's not enough. They must be given very powerful conditions of service. It should not be that you have a police force that have vehicles that are not secure to the point that they can be stolen from the force headquarters, which is a shame. And that is why we have called on the Nigerian government to sack the Inspector General of Police with immediate effect. The man has retired and he's tired. And he's no longer a police officer. It's just like saying that one of these retired policemen that are protesting now, you now go and bring them back and give them uniform and gun. It's illegal. That's the simple argument here, which Barrister Okpara here has made the argument and nobody can impeach the argument. You can only be the IG of police, Nigeria, if you're a police officer. That's the law. Thank you everyone for coming always. And thank you the people of Nigeria for partially waking up, you know. As I always say, Nigerians are difficult to wake up because they are pretending to be asleep. That's the problem. And nobody can wake somebody up if he's pretending to be asleep. They are different.